Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Counter play with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Love. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders had a woeful 2-9 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master serve.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A busy 1st quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 38, Love. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down.
Touchdown Raiders! Darren Waller halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders are able to move back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Next to score, Raiders 10, Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And have that what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come up and put a hit on him, do they?
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They give it off here to the tight end. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 6.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. First down, Love to pass. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Jacobs going to try the middle. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Love now. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. 124 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you got to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing. Love. And going right back to Pittman. So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Down to the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence of playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here, because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game.